Hey Acolytes, Evil Steve here bringing you an educational video. Now, Blood in the Clocktower as a game can be a bit overwhelming, and there are a lot of concepts to learn. But this video, we wanted to offer a more beginner-friendly viewing experience for some of our new fans. So we're going to start off by playing the first script of the game, Trouble Brewing. I also take the time to show you how to communicate information with your players without talking, just like you would in an offline game. And lastly, I discuss a bit about the choices we make and why we make them in order to help make the game run smoother and get us to the end balanced. Now, all you new players out there, if you have any questions about what's going on, ask in the comments below. I promise we'll happy to answer them. And let us know if this kind of content is helpful to you or not. Hey everyone, for the first time, welcome to Monday Night Clocktower here on The Grim. I am Evil Steve, and I will be your stream host and your storyteller for the night. Joining me are 12 amazing acolytes from The Grim. Say hello, everyone. Say hello, amazing acolytes.
Hello, amazing.
Hello.
What's up?
Good evening, everyone. So tonight we are going to be doing something a little different for us, and that is playing Trouble Brewing, the old school classic. Yeah, never heard of it. I just started right with custom scripts. But Trouble Brewing is bar none the best script for Clocktower, the most play-tested script for Clocktower, and makes some of the craziest moments. So a lot of people will avoid it because it's too boring, but we're going to have a lot of fun with it tonight. We're going to show you that even a group of players that have played this game, collectively thousands of times between all of us, we can have fun with it. In addition, a lot of our people that have been watching our videos on YouTube are a little bit newer to the game and maybe have a little bit hard time following exactly what's going on, and also might be trying to learn how to storytell a game for their own group. And the way we do things on our stream usually, and our videos are a little geared towards entertainment value, but we're going to run it tonight very similarly to the way it would be run if you were going to play at home with your friends. The players will go off and do their crazy stuff. They're going to be doing their, chaos. I'm not going to curb that, but I'll be walking through the chat and all the steps and all the decisions we make and using the card system just like you would if you were playing it in person. Sound like fun, everyone?
Yeah.
Sweet. So I will go set up a game and you guys hang out for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, chat. Trouble Brewing. You guys know what it is. I know a lot of times what people say is they wish they could see all the roles up here. And so when I extend it all the way here, it kind of like messes up our chat box in the corner. It covers up Mike and Colson a bit, which doesn't feel great. However, this is Trouble Brewing. You can find the script for this wherever you look. It's on the wiki. It'll be linked in the video description down below. It's also the first script that everyone plays with, and all the characters are not, I don't want to say they're self-explanatory, but they are very entry level to the game. So let's go ahead and build a Grim. So if you're going to be playing Clocktower, the first step is building your bag. So in person, you'll have a bag, and every person will have a token, and that token will have their role written on it. So you as a storyteller pick which tokens go into the bag. There are a full script here, right? There are 13 townsfolk, 4 outsiders, 4 minions, and 1 demon that can be chosen. And the first thing you have to do is figure out how many tokens go into the bag and how many of each type. So this little handy spot up here tells us how many of each type are. And if you're playing the game in person, there's a little piece of paper that lays out in the middle of the town, and it'll show you exactly this chart with like player count and how many players and how many of each one. So we're playing with 12 players. So for 12 players, we're going to have 7 townsfolk, 2 minions, 2 outsiders, and 1 demon. So we can go ahead and start picking those roles. And that's the base number that can be modified by some characters. Oh, hey, Matthias Anderson. Happy you're able to see it live with us for the first time. Very few players here in Iceland. Luckily, when you play online, there are plenty of cool groups like ours. Time zones can still be a problem. But, okay, let's take a look. So, Demon on Trouble Brewing, you don't have a choice. The Demon's always the Imp. That's locked in. That's going in all the time. When we look at Outsiders, there are 4 Outsiders that can be played. If we put the Baron in, it adds 2 extra Outsiders to the game. So instead of these 2 Outsiders, we remove 2 Townsfolk and put 2 extra Outsiders in play. Now, the good thing about Trouble Brewing is you can just go nuts with it. You can shuffle and have a good game. So I'm going to just try it really quick and see what we shuffle to. 3 shuffles is the charm. Okay, so for our shuffle, we got Poisoner and Scarlet Woman. So I'm just going to say we're running with those minions. They're pretty classic, and this should make for a pretty solid game. The Poisoner picks a player each night, and that player is then poisoned, which means they can get inaccurate information. So normally, as a storyteller, we have no choice but to tell people the truth. But anyone that's poisoned, we can tell them anything we want. Secondly, we have the Scarlet Woman. So if the demon ever dies, when there are 5 or more players, the Scarlet Woman becomes the new demon. So that's going to be our evil 3. And then we got Butler and Saint for our 2 Outsiders. The Butler, it's a very social role, which means basically you pick a player each night, and you can't vote unless they are voting too. Now, there's nothing mechanical stopping someone from voting, and you can't not count their vote. But as a social contract, they have to pick someone, and they can only vote with that player. And we'll just have to enforce that with a good social contract and remind the Butler about that. The Saint is a very scary outsider and the scariest of them all, because the Saint says, if you die by execution, which means the town agrees that you should die during the day and execute you, your team loses. So that's really scary, because if town ever doesn't believe you, then you could die and lose the game for your town. It does leave no outsider bluffs for bluffs are a little bit more advanced. We're not going to talk about that right now, but that's going to be the outsider. And then I'm just going to go with the first 7 that got random. Investigator, Monk, Virgin, Slayer, Mayor, Undertaker, and Washerwoman. I think I'm going to make a slight adjustment here. And then I'm going to take the Mayor off. And I'm going to put the Fortune Teller. And I'm going to take the Washerwoman off. And I'm going to put Empath. For 2 reasons. Maybe both of them is a bit much. Let's run the Fortune Teller, and we'll also run. Yeah, we'll run the Washerwoman. That's fine. The reason is that the Fortune Teller and the Empath are the main ways that town gets information on Trouble Brewing, and I want to keep at least one of those in so that we can show how you communicate that information. And the Fortune Teller is definitely the more advanced one, so we'll leave the Fortune Teller in. All right, that's our 12 characters. Once you have this in person, you would put the tokens in the bag, shake it up, and pass it around the circle. One person would reach in, take a token, and pass it down the line until all 12 tokens were given out. Online, using the tool, we don't even have to do that. We just say pass out characters randomly, and it'll randomly assign characters to everyone. So let's go ahead and pass these out. We get Tiffy as our imp, Bryant as our poisoner, and Rob as our Scarlet Woman. So this should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and put him to sleep, and we'll show you how you. Let's do some pre-game setup. Once you get the roles and you know where everyone is, there are certain character tokens that have information. Let me go back to town real quick. I'm still muted. Let me mute town too. So they can't hear me, but you can. You'll notice like the tokens have little leaves on them. So for instance, the Undertaker has a little green leaf on the right-hand side. That means there's pre-game setup that needs to be done. And in the Fortune Teller's case, we need to basically use a reminder token to, I forget, maybe it's the top. There's some leaf on it. I don't know where it is. Regardless, we have to choose one player that we want to simulate being evil, because the Fortune Teller will pick 2 players. If any of them is good, or if any of them is the red herring, they call it, they will treat them as evil. And so in our case, if we want to be really mean, we put it on Colin the Saint. But we want to put it on our choices here, right? We could put it on Samantha the Monk. We could put it on Eric the Undertaker. The Virgin will probably be confirmed pretty quick, so we don't want to do it on the Virgin. I think looking at this, right? Just looking at this, I'm probably going to put it on Samantha. For a couple of reasons. One, it's the most likely to be pretending to be the demon as the monk. And 2, the only other one I think that probably won't be playable. I mean, maybe Coulson as the investigator, but Coulson the investigator is going to be willing to die easier, and that red herring will not stick around as more. So I want to make it stick around more. But Coulson is absolutely a solid choice here as well. And I don't want to put it on Colin because you could, but putting it on the Saint is a good way to get the Saint executed. Jonah the Slayer. So the problem, I would say, I would caution about putting a red herring on a role that can be easily proven good, like Jonah the Slayer can Slayer shoot someone, or Jeffy the Virgin can kill someone with the Virgin ability. And it creates a very strong confirmation chain. That for new players is probably fine. For my advanced players, I don't want to make it that easy on them. So I'm going to put it on Samantha. The only other setup is we need to know who we're going to show Coulson to. And I don't think I want to show it to the Scarlet Woman. I am going to show Bryant the Poisoner. And on the other half, I'll probably show Colin. So this is where we can get tricky, right? We can also then show Colin the Saint as the wrong one. Now this is pretty mean, and this means there's a higher chance at Colin being executed because Coulson will see Colin as the poisoner. I think with my players, this is okay, but I would caution against doing anything like this on the Saint if you're new-ish to the game. The only other one that we could do... Slayer. Slayer's also a great one. How bad? Yeah, it would hurt. That's why I don't know if I want to do it. Let's put it on Jonah. If Jonah gets a shot off and kills the imp, the game doesn't end, but it does prove that Brian is poisoned. Unless, Coulson is drunk poison. It's not the end of the world. Saint's good. Washerwoman, we have to show someone as a potential townsfolk. I think we show Mike as the fortune teller. And for the wrong one... Did I use the wrong one? Minion and then Jonah. Oh, I put poisoned. What? Sorry, use the right token. You're right. Minion and wrong. You put the wrong one. And then for the washerwoman, we'll show Mike, the fortune teller, and we'll also show... We'll show Colin as the wrong one. The wrong one here. Okay, Slayer, no setup. Virgin, no setup. Butler, no setup. That's all our setup. I made the wrong token. It's easier in person to get it right than it is online. So, right, minion wrong for the investigator. Townsfolk wrong for there. Sweet. Let's go put him to sleep.
Captain Ego, I got after like mixing Captain America with
Ooh, me?
Good night, everyone.
Ooh.
Night.
Good night.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Why
we'll
can't I
be,
see everybody's cameras? What's going on? I'm new.
I put together spy and s'mores, and I got
I'm going to mute them real quick because we'll be talking a lot. So the first thing you do, you pull out this nice sheet called the night order sheet. If you have the scripts, everyone has the script in hand, and on the other script, on the other side, there will be one, which is the night order script. One side for first night order, and then you flip it upside down for other night order. So we're on the first night, so we're going to follow this list. So death means you put them to sleep. If you have brand new players, you're going to just give them the spiel. There is a nice thing you can read about how the game works, how voting works, and things like that. My players are already familiar with that, so I'm not going to go through that, but there is a nice thing that comes with the game you can read. So now we're going to send out the minion info. So that means we're going to wake the minion. So in the app, we hit wake. It brings us this prompt. In person, all these cards, like use your ability, this is the demon, these are your minions. This is all doable in person. You just have the card. So in this case, I'm going to say these are your minions, and it'll automatically populate Bryant and Rob. This is the demon, which is Tiffy. The other thing I can do to make it go faster is wake Bryant and also include him in this information. So it's going to send this information to Rob and Bryant. Normally, you would just wake a person up, make eye contact, show them that this is your minion card, point at Bryant, then pull up the this is your demon card and point at Tiffy, and then do the hand over the eyes to make them go to sleep. So I'll send that to them. One thing we got to talk about too is bluffs. So evil players get to learn the demon specifically learns 3 roles that are not in play. These are bluffs that they can use safely. So we're gonna give empath. That's really solid. We're gonna give librarian, and we'll give mayor. Mayor's a good reason you'll be sticking around. You can put on the Scarlet Woman. Empath is something that you can bluff to get you through most of the game. And Librarian is a good way to basically fake a drunk out there, theoretically, if you want. All right, let's wake Tiffy. You'll see when I get this yellow thumbs up, it means Bryant sent I got it back just so I know. So I'll wake Tiffy and I'll say, these are your minions, Bryant and Rob. These characters are not in play. Empath, Librarian, Mayor, send. Now that information has been communicated to Tiffy. Faster online than in person, but I wanted to walk you through the first time how it would work if you're running your first game. All right, the first choice up is Bryant the Poisoner. So I will wake Bryant and say, make a choice. And he will have to pick a player. When you get this as a player, you'll see the pop-up and you will click like player and choose a specific player. Like if I pick Samantha, it'll send Samantha back as the choice. So Bryant the Poisoner is a very powerful choice on night 1 because he can mess with starting information, but he has nothing to go on. So it's completely luck based. He's going to pick Mike. Duh, he added a custom thing. So Mike will be poisoned, which means on the first night, we can lie to Mike. All right, so that means we're going to wait Kid Chill, and we are showing... So we're going to show 2 players. So we're going to show Colin and Mike as the fortune teller. Then I send that to Kid Chill. So he'll start knowing that one of 2 players is a particular townsfolk. In person, you would show him the fortune teller token, and then you'd point at Mike, and you'd point at Colin. Let me just make sure. Colin, Mike, fortune teller, yes. Okay. Then we go to Coulson. We wake Coulson. Same thing. We do Bryant or Jonah is the poisoner, because investigator learns one of two people is a minion. Send that to Coulson. Then we wake Mike, and we say it'll warn us he's choice. So we'll in person you wake Mike and you say pick 2 players. You'd hold the finger up 2, right? Like motion for this and say 2, because Mike has to pick 2 players. So I'll say make a choice. Remember, he's poisoned. So in this case, we need to give information to Mike that helps evil win the most. So if he hits any evil player, if he hits the demon, well, let's just see what he picks. He picks Rob and Samantha. So he picked Rob and Samantha. So he hit his red herring. However, Rob is the Scarlet Woman, and there's a very high chance that Rob will be the demon at the end of the game. So this poison means we should definitely tell him, no, they are not the demon. Theoretically, we should say yes because he picked Samantha, who is the red herring. So if he wasn't poisoned, we'd say yes. But because he's poisoned, it helps the evil team more to say no. So that's what we'll say. And then last thing, we wake Mara and we say, make a choice. Mara has to pick a player, and they will be tied voting with that player for the game. For that day, sorry. Mara is going to pick Tiffy, the demon. So I will say, got it. Now I will mark Tiffy with the master icon and remind, we'll go talk. I mean, basically we got to remind Mara that she can only vote if Tiffy's hand is up. And yeah, now that we've got this in play, we can go ahead and do a poll. I probably should have started at the beginning. I'm going to create a new poll. Not a poll, sorry. A prediction. So we're going to do which team will win. Good wins or evil wins. You got 2 minutes to get your predictions in. That's true, Nat, but in that world, Tiffy dying passes it to Rob and he's been cleared. I still think that's good long term, better than giving a yes on the Scarlet Woman. But there is a case to be made that you would say yes, and then they would check the Scarlet Woman and get a no in the future, right? So you're not wrong. All right. All the information's out there. We've gone through the list one by one in the right order. We can wake them up. Hey, players. Good morning. Thank you for coming and playing my favorite game, Blood in the Clocktower, with me. Wouldn't you know it? One of you killed me last night. And if you could solve my murder, I would be much appreciated if it's not too much of an inconvenience. So feel free to go off and chat, and we'll reconvene in a few minutes. So I like to set timers. I'm going to set a 5-minute timer for day 1. In person, you don't have to have a timer. You can do it by feeling. But I give them time to talk, right? And then I call them back to town and push the game forward past that.
All right. Yep. I'm the investigator. You're not one of my people.
Just 2 top 4s didn't find each other. Actually, both of my people immediately went into a discussion with each other. So maybe
that is true for me as well.
Oh,
interestingly, do we get the same people? I have Bryant and Jonah.
No, I don't have that. I have Mike and Colin. But maybe we hit the 2 minions, a demon, and a lunatic. That's not on the script, Steve.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Everyone's chat's ending at the same time.
Do you have a role that is worth role swapping with?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
I'm the washerwoman.
I am. Did you see me? Is this?
No,
I
did not. No, I did not.
Yeah, I'm probably the Slayer.
Okay, cool. Do you want to say you're the washerwoman that saw Mike and Colin?
Okay, I can do that.
Let me go check with them. Unless you want to actually just go check with them on their roll.
I could actually just be the washerwoman if you like.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's your info?
Of course, I'll just say for the chat that if I'm giving this information to the evil team, this will be hilarious. And this is why things like roll swaps can sometimes get you into a bit of trouble. But I saw Mike and Colin as the fortune teller.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
All
All right, awesome. I'll be the washerwoman. Cool.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
Let's
Bryant
get one of them.
I put Bryant or Poister as the Jonah.
Bryant or Poiser? Yeah, Bryant or Jonah.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
Cool, you're the second Slayer I've got on my
Just checking.
okay,
we
cool.
sent the information
There
right,
you go.
correct?
Anyone
You
else with
didn't.
third Slayer?
Yeah, sounds good. Oh no,
He's must be lying.
I'll tell you Virgin. That's what I've told everybody. I've told that I'm lying to them.
Oh, you're like, so you're not worth nominating.
I mean, you can nominate me. Go for it. Bring it
But
on.
not for the purpose of checking a virgin.
Well, you're the Slayer, right? So just go for it. Come on.
I don't know if I would go for. Okay, I'll consider this a risky play.
So are
Checking
you
the
really the
tape.
Slayer?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Who's shooting?
I'll shoot Rob probably.
Okay. I like shooting Rob. That's usually a good call.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay,
Thank you.
All right, see.
going back to the tapes, we did accidentally send Jonah instead of Colin. So, oh no, that's right. That is right. I was looking at the wrong player. Okay, never mind. Perfect. We're fine. Doubting my own info.
So I say we get one of them.
Have you spoken to either
I'm
of them?
very tired tonight, chat, by the
No,
way.
Jonah did message me first, but I purposely didn't chat with him because I wanted to see who he would choose to chat with if he was left alone. Yeah.
That's fair. He's been
And
talking
they
to Colin
chatted with
for a
each
little
other.
bit. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Love that for us. What do I tell you? Yeah. Do you want to 3, 2, 1 it?
Yeah,
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Saint.
Saint. Awesome.
Love that for us.
I
Wonderful.
love that.
Okay.
Right.
The
Thanks.
the delay there is not great.
Right. That's awesome. No,
Wow.
it's great. So
Hard
I
claiming
saw
saint
a
to each other.
saint between you and Eric.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Thanks.
A lot of people have already guessed anyway. Based
I mean,
on
I've literally told people that you, Becca, various other people. I've not told anyone about any of the roles, but the people who were
Yeah.
there. I mean, you were in the UK at the time we were recording. Anyway, do you want to talk about this game?
Sure, I'm the Slayer.
Okay. You're the Slayer. Oh, cool.
Yes.
I am either the butler or the monk.
Oh. You
If I'm the butler, you're not my master. If I'm the monk, I might protect you.
Okay, cool.
Nope. no
Colson. Chat.
Has to be tomorrow. Yep.
Tomorrow.
So this is the time where I expect people to end their private chats and we come back
but
to
no time.
town.
Okay.
Welcome back to town. This is where now that we get all the players back in their seats facing the nice circle, you've all had 5 minutes to talk with each other. Now we do that thing that the town folk do every day and choose someone to be executed. So feel free to continue talking, and whenever you are ready, nominations are open.
Hey, Steve, what's an execution?
An execution is when you choose a player and everyone votes on them, and if the majority vote yes, that person is then killed.
Can I just choose Mike then?
It's
Hey,
also kind of the only way town has to win the game to fight back against the demon.
Well,
We can just show them Jeffy by killing you if you want.
Anyway, I feel like I have to nominate Mike because Mike was gave me nothing.
Do it.
He used nothing.
Tiffy
it.
nominates Colin.
Who was that?
Tiffy nominates Colin.
Tiffy nominates Colin. Tell us why.
I was hoping that by that verbiage that Colin was a virgin and I was going to be able to confirm my information.
No, I am not the Virgin Tiffy. Sorry to disappoint.
You were giving
So
out
to
big
change-
version vibes.
Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe I should have nominated Rob instead.
Changing Tiffy's token to.
All right,
what
I'm
I
gonna run
believe
this.
you are.
I am going to run this vote. Players, when the clock hands pass you, the clock hands in the app simulate take the place of the storyteller in person who goes and pushes their hand in a circle around. If your hand's up when the clock hand comes past you, your vote will be locked in.
Like this.
I don't think we should do this. I think.
Oh well.
I'm triple confirmed right now.
Triple confirmed.
Triple confirmed.
Okay, that's a stretch.
Or
One
even a
vote
little bit confirmed
is
on
not
this.
enough, and Colin is safe from execution for today.
I hear we should kill Brian or Jonah.
I hear that as well.
I'd be happy.
I haven't
Is
even
that a
talked
thing
to you.
we've heard?
That is a thing I've heard.
I'm the investigator. I think we should kill Bryant or Jonah.
That's what I've heard.
I don't think we should kill Jonah, so
What
if that's
did-
the case, we should
What
kill Brian.
did you see us as, Colson?
I saw
Mantha
you guys
nominates
as a
Bryant.
prisoner.
I think I heard that.
We had a weird conversation, and
Yeah.
it seems like lots of town wants this to happen, and also I guess investigator pings. So seems like a good day one X.
Bryant?
Eh, I'm used to it. You either kill me today or you keep me till the end.
Yep, that's the game.
All right, 6 votes needed.
What was the minion? I missed
quite
it.
Easy.
Poisoner.
Poisoner.
Oh, yeah.
More
I'd like
on
good
the
info.
the McCabe theory of day one kills, unless like absolutely necessary. Especially on a 12-player game. We're an even number.
6 is enough. Bryant is currently on the block for execution.
Okay, Bryant nominates Jeffy.
Bryant nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
Samantha told me to.
Jeffy?
Hate that.
You're muted, Jeffy.
You are muted.
That confirms for me that Brian is evil. So yeah, that's helpful.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
All right.
Evil and stole your ability.
Yep.
6 needed to tie. 7 to put Jeffy on the block.
Brian, are you going to pivot into an outsider claim?
No, I'm not an outsider.
He's a mutant.
0 is surprisingly not enough. Jeffy's safe
Almost.
from execution.
I really want to
0 and
nominate
6?
Mike. 'Cause I feel like Brian's a better kill, so I'll stick with this.
No,
You should nominate
yeah,
Mike.
you should not.
Mike's fine.
Mike's good.
Jonah, we haven't talked. How do you
Yeah.
know I'm good? You know what?
Mike.
Stop standing up.
No,
Mike.
sorry, hang on.
Mike.
I'm trying to back up my evil team here. If we're gonna have problems, we should all 3 of us need to talk tomorrow.
I agree.
Jonah, Mike, and Colin need to chat.
Yeah, we need to
Get the
make,
bluff
we need to
sorted.
get our stories straight tomorrow, please.
Final call for nominations.
I'm going to protect Jeffy.
Gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Bryant is executed and dies and go to sleep.
Imagine that was the game.
I know.
So I'm going to mute them really quick just so we can talk through what happened, because this is a really important thing that storytellers, especially new storytellers, will not pick up on. And the more you play, the more it falls naturally. But Jeffy was the virgin. The virgin says the first time you are nominated, if the nominator is a townsfolk, they are executed immediately. If that goes off and the person is executed and dies, that's very, very powerful, because it's one of the only ways that confirms that the virgin is good and the other person is good. New players will be afraid to do that because they don't want to die. In this case, though, Bryant nominated Jeffy, which uses up Jeffy's ability, and Bryant doesn't die. So from Jeffy's perspective, Bryant is definitely evil or not what he says he is. But in this case, at least Bryant went down swinging and took away the virgin's power. But no poisoner in play is going to be pretty rough, losing it right out of the gate for evil. They're going to need all the help they can get. All right, so we switch over to the other knights. So if you have the paper, You would flip it around to the other side now, and we run through this. I'll leave the people talking so we can hear them, but they still won't hear us.
I would know hard to believe any empath claim.
Samantha's going to pick someone
somebody was
to protect.
claiming empath to me earlier today, so I shouldn't.
I am so gullible. Like I just believe anybody that tells me anything. Yeah, you're probably telling the truth. You're talking to me. I like this. This is good.
Especially
Oh,
if an empath's
Tiffy, let's
sitting
talk
next to you.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Alright.
we definitely talk tomorrow.
Tiffy, I'm the unprocked virgin.
Samantha's protecting Jeffy.
Ah, man.
Then we go to
Yeah.
Rob the
Jeffy,
Scarlet Woman.
What did you do?
Skip over that because it didn't come into play,
Wait,
and we'll
no,
go to
Jeffy
Tiffy
wasn't the one that did that. Coulson.
and see who Tiffy wants to kill.
No one nominated me. Oh no, Brian nominated me.
I
Yeah,
did.
you've been
Oh,
nominated. You done been
Yeah,
nominated.
also nominated Brian. I see. Yep, that's right.
No, did not.
Tiffy
No.
will kill Mike.
Oh,
Samantha
we did.
nominated me.
Oh, there we go.
Keep it straight for the town criers.
Good thing there's no town crier in this script.
Yeah,
right,
literally,
Mike will
I
not be
was so
dead.
try- I'm not tracking anything right now.
We'll go to Eric. Eric learns who dies from execution, so I'm going to wake Eric, and he's going to learn poison.
Like somebody's got some
Which is
fun
true.
sound effects going on. Ooh, ooh.
Ruff, ruff, ruff.
We'll have Mara Joy make a choice.
I'm trying to figure out what Mike's crying laugh sounds like. It sounds like something that's like in common media, like like the. I can't
Mike's the
remember
fortune
what it is.
teller.
It's triggering
So-
an emotional memory in
Sounds
my
like
brain.
Goofy.
It's important to point out that when a player dies, they don't wake up that night. So a lot of times new storytellers will accidentally wake up a player that died, but we know Mike's dead, so we've marked him with this death shroud in our grim. So Mike's dead, so he doesn't wake up tonight.
Hey Mario.
Mara's picking.
Let's go.
Good on Tiffy. All right, we wake
Now
him
I
up
gotta
and we go
find
tell
it.
him what happens.
God, Goofy's got some great noises, like his. Oh yeah.
Good morning, town, but not for Mike, who died in the night. I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes.
Mike, did you star pass?
Already?
Immediately.
We need to get Jonah in here.
This is gonna live here.
Interesting.
I don't
Steve
talk
keeps
about-
entering my chats. What's going on?
You must be very interesting. What kind of information do you have? Maybe he's the high priestess.
I did have an ulterior motive for this one. Tiffy, I want to see the gear. You're wearing the Grim
I
shirt,
got
right?
merch.
Look at that
Merch,
Grim.
merch.
I got the sweatshirt on. Tiffy's got the shirt on. Sweet.
Very nice. Tiffy, do you want to share anything about yourself?
Yes, I am top 3, and I have confirmed my ping, so I'm good.
Oh, whoa. So you
Mine
must
being executed today.
You have to be the librarian, because I've already heard of a washerwoman and an investigator. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Great. I'm the Slayer.
Nice.
Let me know if you have ideas for slays.
Well, I was said Mike before.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard,
So,
but
depending on what Mike is, feels like maybe spy game.
possibly.
You and Dark Urchin, though.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. I won't kill either one of you. We'll just wait and see what the demon does, and then what we'll do is, later in the game, as people die, I'll get information. I won't worry about it early on.
And when it comes around and it's my turn, I'll just go with it.
Okay.
Do what I get, what I
That's
can
fair.
in the time. All right.
Get what you can. Yeah. No, I agree. All right. Fair enough. All right. Bye.
Webs we weave, Jonah. The webs we weave.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But honestly, I can't be the spy because it's not my info. So, yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, Jonah. Okay. I'm trusting but verifying. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Bummer.
But I'm not 100% sure because they are. I am the washerwoman, I think, who has a ping on 2 players, both of which claimed fortune teller to me, but said they were in a roll swap. So I trust my info, but it's just weird that both of them happened to be in a roll swap before I talked to them.
Interesting. Let's say what you saw on 3, because I'm an outsider. And
Yeah.
we both said Saint. So you saw me and Eric as the Saint.
Thanks, Fredo. I did mute myself
That's
when I
so
coughed. Sorry.
weird.
Right. Which means one of 2 things. You're full of shit.
I'm
Or-
not full of shit. I mean,
Yeah,
have you
he's
talked to
full of
Eric?
shit. No, not yet.
You should be able to hear
Yeah.
me now, guys. Sorry.
I haven't heard of another outsider other than me yet, so Tiffy could be the drunk. That's a weird ass drunk ping.
Yeah. That would that if that's what happens, Steve, if we've walked into whatever cockamamie nonsense you've created is incredible.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. If Tiffy's poisoned, then we have to probably look at Mar and Joy. Next,
Yep.
like a first night poison would be next to the demon, maybe. Especially if it's
Alright,
in
I'm gonna
between. If it's in between Mara and Brian, because I do think Brian's evil.
So for it's worth, since I'm just going to blindly trust you again this game, I picked Robin Samantha night 1 and got no.
What is Samantha doing? All right, cheers.
I don't know. I'll go talk to her.
I was thinking maybe Rob. That's my current.
That's who I was going to suggest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Although Rob implied that he was an empath, so
Yeah.
and you're next to him. Have you chatted with him? Is he sus of you?
He says he has a 0.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So
Chicanery he's a part of.
Jonah's
God,
so
he was fucking
evil.
talking the whole
We
goddamn
should get rid
game.
of Jonah. I think that's the only way you die.
Oh, did you tell? I forgot to talk to you on an important thing.
I need to talk to Colin. Quickly, Colin.
Jonah, no.
No, quickly, Colin. It's important.
We gotta get rid of you.
Mike, I got news for you.
No.
No, Brian, I'm not fucking talking.
I solved it. I solved the game.
You didn't solve shit.
Yeah, I know who the demon is. I solved it.
I
Yeah,
bet you.
Yeah, you learned
Scott
that
Woman
one.
is.
Oh,
I think
yeah?
you were told.
I don't like that Samantha and Kit Chill were talking that whole time for reasons.
Welcome back
No,
to
I talked
town,
to Kid
everyone.
Children.
Mike, I tried to talk to you, and you.
I know. I was crazy kidding. I was
Thanks for-
sussing up the spy, Jonah.
Thanks for taking your seats. Feel free to continue talking, but I will accept nominations whenever you are ready.
It does feel like a spy game. Actually, not really.
If I was a
I
spy,
mean, if
I
it
would
was
have
a spy
nominated
game-
Jeffy.
I would have been killed immediately as the monk, so.
Oh, that's a double claim.
I heard Jonah poisoned you, so
It's absolutely a double claim, and it's deliberately so.
Our nominations
I'm the
open?
monk.
Yes,
Yep.
nominations are definitely open.
I nominate Jonah.
Kid Chill nominates Jonah. Tell us why.
Other half of the investigator ping, and might be the spy.
Jonah?
Which is it? Am I the spy or am I the poisoner? I can't be both.
poisoner.
Listen, the investigator saw the poisoner and the spy in their ping, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
That would be funny. And Steve, why would you do that?
There's a barista actually in play, so the investigator got their ability twice. That's all.
Double info.
Pertinent information.
Real quick, Jonah's still talking.
Pertinent. Sorry.
Yeah,
Anything-
I'm the washwoman. I've confirmed my person. I'm also the fortune teller, potentially the slayer and the saint.
Nice.
All right.
Pertinent information.
pertinent.
I heard from an undertaker that the poisoner was already seen.
That does not surprise me.
Score.
Jonah poisoned the Undertaker.
I did get the Undertaker. Nice.
All right. 5 needed to put Jonah on the block.
I mean, Brian did double down as he.
I don't think we killed Jonah. I think Jonah might be good here.
I
could-
don't know if
I
I
think
can
we-
trust that Undertaker.
That I would be down for pushing on Coulson then.
Yes.
I have a nomination.
3 is not enough. Jonah is safe from execution.
Colin nominates Mara Joy.
Colin nominates Mara Joy. Tell us why.
Mara Joy, nice to meet you. I believe Tiffy's information is not correct. If you were the demon, Brian's the poisoner, I would poison Tiffany on night 1. So I like to think that you could be the demon here.
All right. I'm either in a monk double claim or I am the butler, so this is fine.
All right. I'll go ahead and run this vote. 5 needed to put Mara Joy on the block.
Mike,
Tiffy.
did you lie to me?
Yes, Tiffy. Mike lied to you.
No, Mike, not Colin. I
Yes,
was
Mike. Mike lied to you. We were in a roll swap. You should
I
vote
didn't
for
realize
this.
your name was Mike.
Yes.
Mara, I just
I'm
think
hearing that Mike lied to you.
Okay.
3 is not enough. Mara Joy is
Tiffy,
safe.
Tiffy, let's talk first thing tomorrow, please.
Has anyone heard of any other outsiders?
I think I'm the
I've
only
heard
claim.
of literally 0 outsiders
Yeah,
until
I
Mara
think
said
I
Butler.
think Mara Joy is just confirmed.
Yeah, I think I
I've
might
got
be
a-
confirmed. Good
No,
guys.
there's another-
There are
there's
other
another
outsiders.
Okay.
There's another outsider, and there's a world where there's also a drunk. So
Yeah, there's a library.
Sure, I hadn't heard of a single other one though. That's
So
all.
it's still possible it's a Baron game?
Possible.
I'd
also
I've
possible
only
on the
got
monk.
2 outsiders on my grim. We'd need 3.
So we've had 2 claims, but not 3 claims, right?
Yeah.
I'm willing to be executed if we actually do have the Undertaker. I'm not sure that I would necessarily believe that because I haven't heard it even in my 3s. That's not bad. If I'm the drunk or if Bryant was really the poisoner. So
Bryant's
No, I'm the virgin.
acting out. Yeah, Bryant's double claiming you and acting out at evil, so I think it's fine.
Second call for nominations.
and also we don't have a
Executed.
Vortox here, so there's no mandatory reason to nominate and execute.
Yeah, but,
Jeffy, I'm
Let's
sorry,
just
we,
go for
we used the same bluff.
I'll
can I
nominate
nominate?
Colin.
Oh yeah, okay. You go. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, so that works.
Okay.
That Samantha nominates Colin. Tell us why.
We're in a triple claim, and I think Colin might be just trying to push on good players.
Colin.
I've been seen by a washerwoman as the fortune teller.
That's true.
The washerwoman was an investigator ping.
That doesn't
Correct.
mean I'm not good.
All right. I am going to go ahead and run this vote. 5 needed to put Colin on the
Jonah's
block.
totally good, guys.
This is a bad kill, I'm telling you.
This is one of the worst kills.
I don't like this.
Really?
Yeah, this is not good.
You don't like getting exactly the minimum.
I'll give us
rules?
another option.
5 is enough.
Second worst
Colin's
kill.
on the block.
I was the worst one yesterday.
Rob nominates Jeffy.
Rob nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
So Jeffy and I spoke. Jeffy's role is one that would be spent theoretically, and actually, given that I heard of an Undertaker, this could actually help confirm, since she didn't proc properly. So it's worth it from that perspective, especially if Colin's a really important role. So
Jeffy.
I think I'm a better kill than Colin on any of the things that I've heard from Colin. If there is an Undertaker out there for outsider count, I'd like to confirm if I'm drunk or not. So I think that'd be helpful for all of us.
All right. 5 will
Yes, I
tie.
think I didn't drunk because Bryant is evil, but there's a
yeah,
possibility I could be
that's
drunk.
that's right. We just want to
Yeah.
solve the outsider count at the same time. Yeah.
5 will tie. 6 to put Jeffy on the block.
I mean, I think Jeffy's good, so I see no reason to kill Jeffy, even to check for the Undertaker. Doesn't really make sense to me.
I don't know why Colin didn't vote on that. I'm putting
It's
my
not
hand
my
down.
job to take me off the block. I told you I was a bad kill.
Let's tie it.
That
5 is
weird
a tie, which means no one is now on the block.
That's weird.
That is very weird.
I did. It was
Final call for
tried.
nominations.
Is Colin just a demon?
Might be. I'm more convinced of it now.
And Brian and Jeffy are both minions? Is that what's
Are,
happening?
are you the one that tied it, Mara?
No,
I mean, technically,
Jeffy.
it was
Jeffy
me.
tied it.
Okay.
Halfway through. Yeah,
Jeffy had it
technically it was
on
me, and I think
But that's
Bringing
kind of
this-
weird, Jeffy, considering that you
Bringing the
said
state
you
to a
were thinking about
close.
dying.
Colson nominates Samantha.
Colson nominates Samantha. Tell us why.
I just know nothing about Samantha, so there are some people I trust. I'd rather just kill someone I know nothing about than in that world.
Samantha?
We should talk tomorrow.
Yep.
Then you won't have a reason to kill me.
I mean, there's some
I
advantage to
have
me.
3
Amanda
fortune
killed
teller
me.
claims, so this is not bad in my mind. But
All right.
Pertinent is that Samantha was not seen in the washerwoman ping for fortune teller.
5
True,
to tie.
I was not seen as the fortune teller.
6 to execute.
Also,
It's actually
also,
pretty
I'm the
helpful.
virgin, and Samantha nominated me yesterday and didn't die. We should clear this
All right.
I
up.
will say, Samantha not being seen as a fortune teller and a
Be
washer
nice to have
thing
6
doesn't
on this,
surprise me.
but-
No, we have 6 currently.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't get this voting
All right,
at all.
6 is enough. Samantha's on the block.
I think Colin was just the demon.
I think Colin's just the demon.
I mean,
Bringing this day
Jonah
to a
claims
close.
Slayer and shoots Colin.
Jonah claims Slayer and shoots Colin. Thank you, Jonah. The game goes on.
Damn.
Bringing this day to a close.
Wait, you're telling me what the washerwoman shooting Colin didn't end again?
I'm not the
In
washerwoman.
3,
I'll also be the washerwoman.
2, 1. Samantha is executed and dies. Go to sleep. Pretty crazy
Jonah,
game.
I went to make a note that you were the Slayer, but I clicked the note icon and then just wrote Jonah in it.
Honestly, that's
Jonah
really
is
good.
in fact Jonah.
Yep.
So here's the thing, right? When you play TB, you can do some pretty crazy, complex things. And in this case, it's a very straightforward game, and the players are overthinking it a lot. That happens. That's why it's such a good script. There's no like one way to play it. All right, so we pull back out the night sheet, other nights. Samantha's dead. She doesn't get to protect anymore. Brian's dead. He doesn't protect. Rob does not turn into the imp. So we go to Tiffy and say, who do you want to kill?
Kid Chill nominated.
Jonah nominates Rob.
Tiffy chooses
I
Eric.
don't know.
This is definitely going to look like a spy
Have
game.
you ever story told a game and when you say the person nominates the person, you accidentally say their role?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I've done that.
I would never
See
do
if
anything like
Just
Mara keeps
hover over the
picking
monk
the
token.
demon.
The monk token.
So
Was anybody?
this is a good example of why the butler can be outsider, because Mara is now linked with voting with the demon, which means the evil team kind of has an extra vote. Killing the fortune teller and then killing the undertaker basically signals, hey, this is a spy game, and it might make them less likely to think Brian. I don't know. The hard part, though, Rob looks good, but he's also claiming empath, and empath should be a solid target to kill when you go and are killing players. That's the only thing that's going to be weird here. So maybe they can. I think Tiffy's backing up that Rob was seen as the drunk, so they're leaving Rob alive because he's the drunk. I think that's Evil's plan. And Rob will probably come out with an empath 1 on Tiffy, implicating Tiffy. But we'll see. All right, wake him up.
An imp in the bag, and my regular group have never let me
Atheist
forget.
day.
Good morning, players. Eric died in the night.
Cool.
4 minutes.
That's probably good, right?
That is potentially cute.
Last night too, but I died instead.
Why did everyone except for me and Tiffy vote on you yesterday?
I don't know, because they're
That
a
was
bunch of
very
people.
weird.
So the saint and the fortune teller got in a role swap. Then the fortune teller was killed. The slayer and the washerwoman are in a role swap, and the washerwoman saw the
Fortune teller.
the fortune teller and
And
the
you gave
saint,
fortune
but I think
teller
the
and your
saint is
twos.
just evil.
It's the same
So
column.
there was a big mess. Fortune teller wasn't a good
Yeah.
role for me to triple bluff, I think, because a
Yeah.
lot of people were claiming it, and they were the ones washerwoman confirmed. But a lot of people were in on that because of all the different role swaps.
Very confusing. Okay, so
0, night 3, 1.
One specifically on Tiffy, that means.
Or Colson.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry, you were right. We executed Samantha today, and then we just killed, and then Eric died.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so the first 2 nights I was checking
0
Samantha and
on
Eric for the
Samantha
first
and
2
Eric,
nights, and
Samantha
then
and Eric, and then now this is 1 between Colson and Tiffy.
that's correct.
Colson. There's a world where Colson's the demon who pushed on his own poisoner, and Bryant's playing really out at evil so that the ping looks real.
So Nat, Jonah already shot Colin.
Okay.
I don't know what Tiffy's claiming.
Yeah, I got
So
a list
Bethany,
of 3
that's-
from Tiffy, so I don't know.
That's part of it too, Bethany, right? So if they don't believe the saint claim, then they just think there's a drunk, and Tiffy is librarian pushing that there's a hidden drunk, which means one of the outsiders can't be trusted. That's the world they're trying to build, I believe.
At least
All
that's
right,
what he said in
then-
town. He might be in the roll swap. That's very likely, actually. But we'll see what happens.
So you lied to me too.
No, I mean I got the ping on you since I didn't get the ping on
Oh.
Colin. I got the ping on you.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, Colin's voting is inexcusably bad.
Yeah,
But he did
he
get
didn't-
Slayer shot by Jonah. But I mean, that could be Jonah.
Jonah, like I had another hard claim of Slayer from Kid Chill.
Jonah and him are at least have been seemingly in a role swap.
Okay. Is everybody lying to me? Is everybody lying to me?
Sorry, Tiffy.
Everybody lies to me. I'm
as
so
a-
gullible
here,
and I always
as-
fall for it.
As a show of good faith, I am or was the fortune teller.
Ooh,
And-
shit.
Yep. So, what?
I might give him a full-on different outsider, but
You
I'm
could-
not
you-
good at the storyteller.
Yeah, for sure you could. Well, in that case, Tiffy's evil.
TV's always evil. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, those are the worlds, right? But either way, Mara Joy is a delicious kill for town, I think. No offense, Mara.
No, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, I've got currently 3 fortune tellers on my Grim, so I'm trying to close that world too.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's
I think a lot of
clearly
people are tied up.
all of our roll
Hold
swaps have not
on.
worked out.
Hold on, Colson. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. I'm ready now.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I'd love to hear Rob's stuff, but yeah. So okay. I think I'm figuring out what's happening in this game because nobody told me anything, and now I know. I still don't know what you saw, Tiffy, but I can guess.
Does my nomination yesterday make more sense now, Tiffy?
No.
Okay.
Welcome back to Town Players. There are 8 players still alive. Nominations are open whenever you're ready.
I don't understand why you wouldn't have voted to get off yourself off. That's
Phrasing, Tiffy.
Come on, Tiffy. PG. A little PG for chat here,
Excuse
please.
me, this is for new players, Tiffy.
That's not how the version works. Mara, I'm gonna text you my information.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And, okay, so we got day 1.
All right. Steve, are our nominations open?
Yes, they
Are
are.
are proclamations open?
Proclamations are also open.
Sweet. I'd like to proclaim to the town that I am your saint.
Yeah.
I believe there's been some misinformation going around about another saint potentially. There was a role swap that happened day 1. So, yeah, have that for what it is.
So I am the librarian. I saw a saint between Eric and Mike. And Mike told me that he was the saint when I asked him about it. That's why I haven't talked to Eric yet, because I talked to Mike first. Yeah,
That's why I wanted to go after Mara, because if Bryant was the poisoner, you would be a good potential poisoner.
I was the poisoner.
Exactly, if Bryant was the poisoner.
Oh.
This isn't quite lining up with the information I got from our washerwoman.
Well, I don't have a washerwoman on my board anymore. The
Mike,
washerwoman.
do you agree with what's being said, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Great support. We're doing great, buddy.
Well, sorry, my hesitation was I thought Colson knew what was going on, but seemed confused. So,
Is it feeling to anyone else like a drunk or poisoned librarian saw a demon bluff and the evil team put it in the wrong place?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
It's
Okay.
not impossible.
Colin nominates Mara.
Okay.
Colin
Okay,
nominates
that's fine.
Mara. Tell us why.
I think I've heard Mara could be an outsider. It could be another role, but I think this makes sense based off what I have on my Grim so far.
Mara?
Cool. Okay, I'm good, but I don't mind dying because I'm not the saint. I'm the butler. Like I said yesterday. I did also say I was the monk, but
With 8 alive, it'll take 4 to put Mara on the block.
the only
I
reason
don't
I'm
like
not
this. I
voting on
think
myself
Mara
right
is
now.
good, and I think we need to go after evil candidates. We still have an investigator and an investigator ping alive.
I cannot currently vote on myself.
Makes sense.
I had to raise my hand
3
first.
is not enough. Mara is safe.
Jeffy nominates
Rob
Jonah.
nominates.
Jeffy nominates Jonah. Tell us why. Thanks for the subs.
We've got another investigator ping that's out there. I do actually think that Brian was the poisoner, but
Dave with the 3 subs. You're awesome.
I heard Jonah, the only person that's made a Slayer shot, and say Slayer after they had done it. So I think possibly worst case scenario spent Slayer, but might clear world. So we can't get Mara on the block. I say let's get Jonah on.
Jonah?
This is relatively fine, except for the fact that it's not an evil player.
All right.
I mean, Jonah's in a double claim.
Or needed.
I don't think
Slayer?
I heard there's
Nat.
an investigator ping on Jonah.
Jonah shot Colin yesterday.
This is very odd.
I've just heard of info pointing elsewhere. So
I know, I haven't heard Mara like nominate somebody and then
Yeah.
go.
3 is not enough.
Rob-
Jonah is safe from execution.
But if Jonah was good, then evil should have put that on the bar.
Oh, Jonah's the poisoner. He's got an investigator ping.
Rob?
Rob nominates Tiffy.
Rob nominates Tiffy. Tell us why.
Heard of an evil ping on her. If she's a librarian, she shouldn't mind dying. Pretty much that's it.
Tiffy?
Yeah, I don't mind dying. I will put my
And thanks
hand
for
up
the sub,
any
Dave.
butlers that
Gifts
want to vote on
and
me.
subs.
Again, I'm a good player. I don't think we should be killing good players at this point. We should be going after evil. I'm the librarian.
Yeah,
I saw a
but-
sync between Mike and Eric. I
But
did
there
not
is an
talk
evil
to
ping
Eric
on you.
because there is an evil ping on me?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
4 votes needed.
There's a lot of hands here. I don't
I mean,
think
I don't think you're
think
evil, but
there's-
you didn't. I wanted to kill Mara.
We don't.
and-
We don't need more than 4.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
you do. They seem good. Oh, please don't drop your hand. Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
5 is enough. Tiffy is
Why don't-
on the
we
block.
didn't need 5. We only needed 4.
Yeah, we only need.
Oh, I thought that was 4. Sorry,
No.
that showed as 4 for me. That was very confusing. I apologize.
Sorry,
it was 4. I thought you meant for butler purposes.
Has Jeffy been nominated?
Oh, my hand was already up. So.
Jeffy has not been nominated today, no.
Kid Chill nominates Jeffy.
Kid Chill nominates Jeffy. Tell us why.
I want to give us this as an option. I feel like based on that voting that Tiffy was good. I feel like whoever got the evil ping on Tiffy might have been poisoned. The poisoner might still be alive. And I just want to hear more from Jeffy. That's it.
Jeffy?
So confused.
You're muted, Jeffy.
Jeffy, you're muted.
The old silent
All right,
defense.
I was happy to put myself up. I'm an unprocced virgin. I will say the fact that we're sitting at day 3 with very few alive, an unprocced virgin, an investigator, and a washerwoman still alive is a little concerning to me right now. I'm fine as another option, but I think Tiffy as completely spent role makes more sense in my mind.
All right. It's 5 will tie, 6 to die.
I think the combination of Tiffy and Colin's information is very weird. I would rather kill one of Tiffany or Colin, and we supposedly can't kill Colin. So
We can skip a day, so we can tie this without.
meh. I'd rather get rid of an evil ping.
All right. 4 is not enough. Jeffy is safe. And I'm going to bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Tiffy is executed and dies. And congratulations on a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
It was so hard to get votes on people, and
So it might have been a small panic for the evil team there because they just got their demon executed, and sometimes the storyteller will mistakenly end the game. So Tiffy dies. And the reason, like, this is when Clocktower would normally be over and evil would have lost. But we have a Scarlet Woman. The Scarlet Woman is a minion that says if there are 5 or more players alive and the demon dies, you become the demon. So because of that, Rob is now our new demon. And now I will wake Rob and I will say, you are the imp. So now he knows he is the imp. Then I will ask for his choice on who he wants to die. Pretty solid. I mean, this really makes Rob look good, and it really makes Tiffy also sort of look good because she willingly voted on herself, you know. Will it be enough to close out this game? We're gonna find out. There's a lot of sus on like Mara and Colin, and the fact that there's not really I don't know. So Rob's gonna kill Kid Chill. Okay. That's dead Kid Chill. No Undertaker, no Fortune Teller. Make a choice, Mara. If the butler picks a dead player like Kid Chill, it's really bad for the butler.
So in the world that someone, I think Marajoy, you proposed a world before where like there was that it was a poisoned librarian who's seen 2 of the evils, but the saint went to the wrong place. In that world, then there's only 1 evil alive, and I'd prefer to go after other worlds first.
Good morning, town.
Yeah, both of them that died.
Kid Chill has died in the night.
We can't hear you, but we can tell that Chill died.
Yeah, sorry. Good morning, players. Kid Chill has died in the night.
Boo.
Give me 3 minutes.
I didn't get to see.
Sorry, you're
Mark, we chat?
Yep, I already.
Jeffy, who nominated you?
Brian.
I've been the butler since the beginning. I've been claiming it. I've been claiming it since the beginning. I also claimed Monk, but that's because I was in a very loose.
Well, I got a 0 on you. My suspicion is that Jeffy might be our demon, or Jonah.
And Brian, yeah, Jeffy tried to get votes on herself twice, which seems as a bold play.
I agree. So what do you have on the Grim? Can we just go through the Grim together? What do you have?
Yeah. I've got Brian as a poisoner.
Yep.
Tiffy as librarian.
I had Tiffy as evil. In an evil thing.
That makes it. I presumed you got a 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 1 on Tiffy Coulson. So I assume Tiffy was either minion or demon, possibly demon. Maybe we have like a Scarlet Woman situation or something like that. Jeffy is claiming virgin, but I have her as a demon candidate. Jonah is another evil demon candidate because he was an investigator ping, could have been a Scarlet Woman, became demon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have Jonah as? I have him as Washwoman, but I heard there wasn't really a Washwoman.
Jonah and Kid Chill are Washwoman and Slayer in some combination. I don't know.
Got it. And Jonah said he claims Slayer and shoots Mike, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So he's probably more likely to be the Slayer than that, but.
But there was a potential role swap between the 2 of them, and Washerwoman and Slayer, right?
He actually shot Colin, but we don't correct them as storytellers. It's not our job to step in and correct misinformation.
I see. Yeah. And then what about Colin? You have the Saint, right?
Yeah, Colin,
the Undertaker.
Yeah, it was just implied to me that you were the Undertaker. I'm the actual Washerwoman.
Oh, you're the actual Washerwoman. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Mike and Colin as the fortune teller.
Mike and Colin, which means Samantha was definitely not the fortune teller.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I voted for Samantha. Samantha's saying that she's the monk, but saying you're the fortune teller is a weird bluff if you're the monk. But
yeah, that is. I mean, in a 3, maybe throwing it in, but not as the sole bluff. That's not the opposite.
Yeah.
Off.
Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Eric just told me that Rob's heavily implying empath, which makes sense from he gave me 2s in our day 1 chat.
Is Rob the demon?
He might be.
Because if Rob is telling the truth, then one of you and Coulson is evil, but both of you think Colin is the demon. Okay.
Mike,
I
you'll probably
can't
need to
trust
say
that
it,
you
not
use
me.
your
Detective
tempo.
skills.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I'd absolutely use it.
Welcome back. Nominations and proclamations are both open, in case you're wondering, Colin.
I
Thank you.
proclaim.
So, I nominate myself.
Mara nominates Mara. Tell us why.
I think a large proportion of town wants this, and I'm going to be the frame and final three otherwise. So let's get me out of the way. Colson, you're my master.
Mhm.
All right. 3 needed to put Mara on the block.
I'm fine with this, Mara, but like,
Press F to
I actually
down.
think you're good. So
I think
I know
Mara's
who
good.
wants this. There's not a person that I
also
talked
think
to
Mara's
who has
good.
pushed
Okay.
on, who has been
Thank
pushing
you.
on Mara.
I'll vote, but I think
I'll leave it at
Mara's
3.
probably
But
good.
Mara, yeah.
3's just
Don't
enough.
think- don't
Mara's
blame
on the
Mara.
block.
I don't want to kill Mara.
Jeffy nominates Rob.
Jeffy nominates Rob. Tell us why.
I thought it was a little sus when Rob was like, "Anybody heard of Chef out there?" And quite a few of them was like, "Yeah, from you, Rob." The other claims that I had from Rob were something that I got some concerns with, and the other thing I've got concerns with. I'm just sus of Rob at this point in time.
Rob?
Not evil. I gave claims to everyone. If it was 3s, I gave Chef, Empath, and Ravenkeeper. If it was 2s, I gave Chef and Empath. The reason why I was asking about someone being a chef because maybe I'm not really the chef. That's all. Just killing a good player.
3 will tie 4 to put Rob on the block.
And Jeffy, by the way, is one of my demon candidates.
I just feel those are super convenient.
I think Rob
Perfect.
might be the drunk here. Jonah drop.
Could
There's
be.
a fortune teller no on Rob for what it's worth.
Why are we?
Win though.
1 is not enough. Rob is safe from execution.
Night 1, the only time when I got a fortune teller information.
If we're gonna kill a
Make
player
us
that I
go.
think is probably good, I'd rather kill Jonah. So I'm gonna nominate Jonah.
You were role swapping with Samantha.
Colson
No, I
nominates Jonah. You want to
I
add
believe
more?
Jonah's probably good, but Jonah was in my investigator ping, and at the end of the game, there will be an argument that he could have been the starting poisoner that got star passed to. So it might just be better to remove him now, so we don't have to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm in two minds about this. On one hand, I think that I'm more likely to be the frame than Mara is by a long shot. On the other hand, I'm going to be, if I'm in final 3, I'm going to have a much easier time voting than Mara is. So, I don't know. This is up to town. I will break a tie if we want. I don't care.
How many? Wait, we've got how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 left. I'm fine picking Jonah today, Mara tomorrow, because I definitely don't want Mara on final 3.
We only have 1 more kill left.
I think we do
Tomorrow
more
4,
today.
and we can't execute on 4 unless we.
Then
Alright.
under that premise, I want Mara dead now
3 will
before she.
tie 4. Put Jonah on the block.
So violent.
Currently, it's just me
Jonah's
and
a
2
better
dead
choice,
players.
too.
So. Yep.
I kind of
don't like that.
I kind of think.
I don't like
don't
that
like
either.
that.
I don't like that either. Okay.
Oh,
This
Brian.
is gonna.
it's gonna- okay,
Brian's not.
Oh, phew. Okay,
I
good.
mean, if
I'm not voting for
Brian,
my
I'm gonna
demon.
try that.
2 is not enough. Jonah is safe for the day.
I love you, Brian.
Don't encourage.
Final call.
Encourage.
So I'm far more the frame than Mara is.
Nah.
Gonna bring this day to a close in 3, 2, 1. Mara is executed, dies. To sleep.
The one thing I feel.
So an interesting thing is when you get down to 4 players, most of the time you don't kill and you make the demon basically kill, right? Because you have a 1 in 4, and then if you make the demon kill, then you go down to a 1 in 3. So it's always better as a town not to do this. But we'll see who Rob kills. Probably Colson. Maybe Jeffy. Yeah, Colson it is. We don't go to the Undertaker. We don't go to the Fortune Teller. We don't go to the Butler. We do wait to bluff like we're going to an empath to give empath information because Rob is bluffing empath. So if you basically put him to sleep, got the kill and woke him up really quick, they're going to know there wasn't enough time for more to happen. So you still have to at least leave some time to make it realistic based on what everyone's claiming. So I want to leave enough time for an empath here.
Bryant is having a very good time.
No, Brian's having fun in this game. I can tell.
Yeah.
This is a good game. I think I've about got it solved.
The only reason I don't think he's the winner is because he did.
Good
tell
morning.
Me to kill me.
Coulson dies. We are in final four.
That is nice.
That's annoying, actually, right? Because I feel like I know what Rob's number.
No, Coulson was one of my susses, so that helps me out.
I think Coulson was the
How is
demon,
Coulson your sus? Jeff,
and
you're.
I was building
got a
on
one?
that Coulson was evil.
How is Coulson my
Coulson-
sus? Because Coulson didn't want to nominate me to confirm an investigator. That was the
chat.
Because
Yeah,
because
but- Oh, yeah,
Brian
you
was
can.
on the dog,
Oh.
I'd rather kill the poisoner.
Rob, you got a 1?
Yes, I got a 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Between Jeffy and Colin.
What did you have yesterday between Mara and Coulson?
0.
Which I knew.
That can't be right. Coulson was the demon who put out a real poisoner ping and just passed to Jonah.
Yep.
I saw you and Colin as fortune teller, and then I swapped with Jonah.
Oh, that's
And
so fucking. So here's the thing that's really weird, right? You saw Colin and I as fortune teller. Colin and I talk first day, hard claim and swap, right?
Yeah.
I then go to Tiffy, and Tiffy's like, "Hey, I saw you as the saint." So like some really weird like coincidences is going on.
It might just be that one of me or Tiffy got poisoned, and Steve's being a jerk.
Well, but like Steve didn't know that we would roll swap, right? Like this all happens
Yeah,
by
for
Colin
sure.
and I. Like so, that's just a weird coincidence. It must be a weird coincidence. I'm not gonna think too much more into it.
I think it's
Yeah,
still on
I
the
think
table that
there's-
Steve's a jerk. Still,
Yeah,
it's always on the
absolutely. He's a
That
terrible
is
storyteller,
seconded by
terrible
me.
friend, and
How much do you
coastal
trust
elite.
Jonah?
I don't. I have no reason to. Colin and I thought he was the spy.
So who cares? Bryant nominated
I
Jeffy.
think
But
I
it's
might
based on
have
your
just-
information.
and
Yeah,
she didn't.
I think I might have
she
just
didn't
told
kill
an
him.
evil player who the fortune teller was, and you died.
So he used up the virgin proc.
Yeah, like so my worlds are crumbling. I've got a no on Rob.
Okay.
Jeffy's
Here's my world. So Rob today, and if it doesn't end the day, we're down to
It
wait,
doesn't-
No,
You
we
have to kill the
sleep.
demon or skip today.
We have to sleep.
So we should sleep.
yeah, I think we sleep.
Do we want
Is there-
to? Well, we should not do a round robin until we.
Who do we think the demon
I'll
should kill
do a
tonight?
final call if someone would like to nominate, but otherwise,
The demon should kill Rob.
It'd be great if
I
the
would
demon
love.
killed Colin.
I would love
Yeah.
the. I was going to say, I'd love the demon kill Colin. That would be amazing.
I'm good.
I think the demon should kill the poisoner.
I'd like
That,
to
that,
proclaim-
that would help
kill
for
Brian.
my worlds too. So
Anybody want a fiddler? I want a
Nope.
fiddler.
I want to sleep.
Very evil.
Can we sleep, Steve?
we
So
can.
we'll do a round
Mike,
robin.
it looked like Mike
We'll do
wanted to
a
say
round
something,
robin.
but then I'll take you to sleep.
I was just gonna proclaim this game is hard, and I'm confused.
All right.
And it's the basic script.
Mike
I'm
doesn't
gonna
do
bring
good with
this
the
day to a
basic stuff.
close in 3, 2, 1. All right, go to sleep.
Mike, you'll never solve it if you never talk to me.
I socially
Fine,
trust
I'm not gonna talk to
Samantha.
you.
Oh,
Record, talking to Bryant is Basura. He will give you no.
So evil here, like the demon has to look at the world between Jeffy, Jonah, and Colin, and who can he best bring into the final 3 to make him look good. My guess is since he's got a 1 between Jeffy and Colin, he's probably just going to kill Jonah. Jonah is the kill. Which, unfortunately, kind of is going to make Colin look better that he didn't die of the Slayer shot, but there's not much else that Rob can do here. Colin's looked sus for a while. Jeffy never procced someone. I mean, we made it to the final 3. If you can make it to the final 3 in this state where there's multiple worlds that could be happening, you've done what you can do, right? As storyteller, it's up to the players. We just are here to facilitate and follow the rules and get them there. And we made it. We made it to final 3. Couldn't ask for anything better. Let's wake him up.
That would make you my Scarlet Woman with Tiffy as the demon.
Well, Jeffy's one of my.
Good morning, town. Jonah has died.
Oh, that's actually
in-
helpful.
We got the poisoner, guys. We got the solve now.
That is actually helpful.
We're in the
Okay,
final
we got
day.
I'm glad about that.
I just want to say I've narrowed it down to 3 people.
Good. Okay, me too. So, Rob's information means that an evil died at. We executed an evil or an evil died at night, right? Which is weird.
Hmm?
Yeah, Your information means we have 2 evils dead. Right? There's not 2 evils alive
Yeah.
unless you're drunk. Unless you're
We
drunk.
have to have 2 evils dead, no question. Based on
Oh,
the info.
you could be the drunk.
Unless I'm
Not
drunk.
if you and Colin are both good.
Yeah, but
So
that's a good point.
either Rob
but
is
I'm-
evil or Colin is evil.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out
Rob-
worlds where there could be 2 evils alive, which is.
Why is there not a
favorite
world where
territory.
Jeffy's evil?
I would just like to know Jeffy double claim me. Day one.
Jeffy's confirmed good in my world. It's just Rob left.
Same.
Just based on outsider count, if Rob's info can't be right, so
Yeah, Rob's
maybe
info
he's the
doesn't
drunk.
make sense.
But if he's the drunk, then Colin's not the saint. If Colin's the saint, then Rob is evil.
Correct.
Right. So it's got to be me. It's got to be me or Colin then, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Rob, we've seen this battle go down before. You ready?
Watch it be
So-
Jeff.
Why
Yeah.
can't
Are you claiming virgin this time?
No.
Hey, since this is a stream for newer players, can we explain why it's not Jeffy? I'm sure. I mean, I totally understand.
Yeah, we
I was going to say on that, because it is a stream for newer players, before we jump into nominations, can we do what's called a round robin and explain what a round robin might be?
Sure, I'll explain a round robin. So round robin is when the players collectively all agree to go around the circle and share what they are in a orderly fashion. So it's not part of the rules. I won't facilitate or request players, but if you guys want to do one on your own, feel free.
Brian, you want to start?
Sure. I'm the virgin. On day one, I hard claimed that to Jonah, Kid Chill, Samantha, and I think
Me.
maybe Colin. Yeah. Then Samantha nominated me, did not die. I think Samantha was probably evil. Jeffy was double claiming me, so I nominated Jeffy day one.
Sounds believable.
I am the librarian. I saw incorrect information that either Mike or Eric was the saint.
I'm the monk. That's not true. I'm the butler.
I was going to say, I love it, Marina. That's just like
You told me you were the monk.
Yeah, I told a lot of people I was the monk, but I am the butler.
I am the virgin. I claimed librarian, investigator, or virgin, hoping that a librarian or investigator would push on me as virgin, that I am a great nomination day one as either first night information or somebody that's going to proc any townsfolk. I had claimed that, I think, to Mike, who I said, if you know a first date info, I think to Eric, and I don't remember who else.
And Samantha, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Samantha.
I told Brian.
She was fortune teller
Yeah.
to me, and I said, "Don't nominate me." So
Because Brian said Samantha told me to, so that's why. Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Yep.
I'm the Slayer. I shot Colin on day 3-ish, I think. Yeah.
2, I think.
I'm the
Might have been day two.
washerwoman. I saw Mike or Colin as the fortune teller.
I am the saint. You can call me Pope Colin or Saint. It's whatever.
I am the investigator. I saw Bryant or Jonah as the poisoner.
Fortune teller, night one, Samantha and Rob, no.
I'm the monk.
I guess that's all you get. Empath, hard claim to at least 1, maybe 2 people on day 1. My info is night 1, 0 between Eric and Samantha. Night 2, 0 between Eric and Samantha. Night 3, a 1 between Coulson and Tiffy. Night 4, a 0 between Coulson and Mara. And then I got a 1 the rest of the game between Colin and Jeffy. And I am the one who put my evil pings on the block.
Yeah, I was the Undertaker, and night 2 saw Bryant as the poisoner.
Oh, Jonah poisoned you.
So can someone walk me through why Jeffy is like out of everyone's worlds?
Jeffy tried to put herself on the block on day 2 and 3, which doesn't necessarily mean she's not evil. It just reads socially good.
I also just believed Jeffy's virgin claim, and
Same.
someone who was in an investigator ping as a poisoner jumped on the chance to nom the virgin and then didn't proc. She seemed like, well, I guess he really is evil.
It's just unfortunate Jeffy and I just used the same claim. Same bluff. It's okay.
I don't. Brian's playing mind games with me, and I kind of like it.
Second call for nominations.
I am all down for a triangle, but in my world, it's just Rob. So, and I'm sure in Rob's world, it's just me. So, do we want to discuss on it, or?
I'm happy for a triangle. With that, Jeffy nominates Rob. I think it's
Jeffy
Rob.
nominates Rob. Oh, tell us why.
I never really trust Jeffy.
Anything else you want to add, Jeffy?
I think it's all been put out there. Like I said, with Rob confirming Tiffy being evil in those pings, it can't be Colin as the star pass in my mind. And with Rob being clear with the fortune teller day one, that's the star pass to me. So
why can't it go from Tiffy to Colin? What's the reason?
Tiffy was trying to kill me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had Colin up. Yeah,
Tiffy
Tiffy kept pushing on Colin hard until. Yeah, so I just don't see her pushing on her evil team. So.
Well, in my world, I pushed on my. In my world, if you think I'm evil and I'm the demon, I also pushed on my evil team, right?
Who's that?
My evil team is Bryant and Tiffy in my world. Bryant, Tiffy, and Colin are my evil team right now.
I think that Tiffy was just poisoned by Bryant, the poisoner.
Yeah, I did say this, that I think that Tiffy was poisoned between Bryant and Mara. And I still think Mara's on the evil team with you, Rob.
I would.
Anyway,
I
do I get an actual
defense?
defense when people aren't talking? Or?
Sure, we'll give you the floor, Rob.
All right. So the only thing I'm having issues with is Jonah's Slayer shot. So I'm not sure the timing exactly on the Slayer shot, but it needs to clear.
Day 2.
When was it?
Day 2.
Yeah, day 2 sounds right.
Mm-hmm. No, I wrote it down. It's day 2. Tiffy wasn't executed until day 3.
I mean, you could say the same thing for Rob, though. Mike's in Rob's in a fortune teller no between Sam and Mike.
I think
and the fact that you're trying to defend Rob makes Rob even more guilty in my book, Tiffy.
I'm just trying to figure out worlds.
Tiffy, please, Tiffy.
Honestly, I don't know that Jeffy's confirmed good. Like, there could be a world in which it could be Jeffy.
Anything else before I run this?
Yeah, I mean, Jeffy's definitely in my evil pings. It's definitely a possibility that Jeffy is evil, but I think it's Colin. So,
all right, 2 votes needed to put Rob on the block.
So Jeffy could be evil. You have an empath 1.
Socially, Colin makes more evil to me, but I can't make the world work.
If Rob is specifically the drunk.
5 is enough. Rob is currently on the block.
I'm as good as you can get, but whatever.
It's one of these 3, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're losing the game right now, but that's fine. Who should I nominate, guys? Because we have to kill the demon.
For the Dorito, it would be Colin.
Yeah, keep the triangle. It's fine.
So I'm not going to nominate Jeffy. So if you want it to be Jeffy, I'm all in on Rob here. I'm not going to give the time to a chance to lift it. So if you want to nominate Jeffy, you'll have to do it, Rob. Otherwise, you can nominate me.
And I will agree to nominate Colin. No, I already nominated you.
Yeah.
It's just I just trust Jeffy too much that I just think it's Rob. I don't give any other.
Am I missing something? What does the triangle mean? Does that mean we nominate in a certain order or something?
It means
we should all nominate everybody else.
Yeah,
but saying
Colin
he
is,
won't nominate me if we do that. So
Colin is defying the triangle, which is his right to do.
Rob, if you nominate Jeffy, then no one will be around except for Colin to nominate Colin. It's basically what the triangle means.
But you have an empath 1, so you just got to pick one of us anyways, right?
Right.
I don't like that Colin now sounds really evil.
No, I'm just saying he also in his defense he was pinning a role where Jeffy could be evil too, but then thought I would be a demon. But that doesn't make sense with his empath information. So
also Colin usually sounds evil.
I think Jeffy could be the drunk, and then therefore Colin can be the demon who used to be the Scarlet Woman that was passed to. I mean, that's the world that I'm. And
final call for nominations.
It was just weird. It was just weird luck that Bryant was the one who nominated Jeffy.
Come on, kids.
I don't think that was luck.
All right, Rob nominates Colin.
Rob nominates Colin. Tell us why.
I think it's demon. That's it.
Whoa.
Colin?
I'm just a saint who claimed to Mike at the very beginning of the game. That would be weird for a Scarlet Woman to have that bluff already. I also claimed to Jonah that day as well. I think I claimed to Coulson. I'm not sure.
Never just roll swap with you ever again.
This is doing great. We're great. If Rob's a demon, we did a great job.
You're unbelievable.
I claimed right away as well. I mean, I don't know that means a whole lot.
I mean, I don't have anything else though. Like I don't.
All right.
You want to give me information?
5
Just say I
will
don't.
tie. 6 put Colin on the bluff.
This has been a fascinating game socially.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely don't know who the demon is.
All right, guess we're losing.
I really thought it was Colin, but it requires Jonah, Mike, and Bryant to all be evil, and that just doesn't make sense.
Every time Colin speaks, I think it's
2 is not enough. Colin is safe from execution.
I've never played this game
Colin,
before. I don't know if this
would
is
you like to
what
nominate?
No, Jeffy. If you're the demon, congratulations. One heck of a game.
We
All
got
right.
him, Jeffy.
The game is now over. Rob is executed and dies. And congratulations goes to Colin's team. Good job, Colin.
God dang it. Y'all fell for it.
Well, that's because Colin was your saint, and the good team has indeed won. Rob, in fact, was your demon. And on night 1, Mike, the fortune teller, picked Samantha, the monk, and Rob, the imp. That is also Bryant, the poisoner, happened to pick Mike that night, so Mike was poisoned. Except for the fact that Rob at the time wasn't even the demon. That's because Tiffy was actually your starting demon, and Rob was your Scarlet Woman. There was however, a red herring on Samantha, but with the poison, we decided to sell that Rob was cleared from any pings, which should we hope would come back in the end to help. So sorry, Mike, your one piece of information didn't help you.
It actually made it worse for Rob, I think.
And with the poisoner dead, that means every other bit of information was legit. Eric, the Undertaker, saw Bryant as the poisoner. Mara Joy, the butler, picked Tiffy the imp every night that Tiffy was able to. Until she switched until she switched over to Coulson, the investigator, after Tiffy was executed. Jeffy the virgin, who had her virgin ability stolen by Bryant, the poisoner, the defiler. Jonah the slayer, who you all didn't trust and shot Colin the saint, which just made Jonah look more suspicious to people.
That's so
and
funny.
Kid Chill, the washerwoman, who saw the fortune teller between Mike and Colin, and I just kind of put it out there, like everyone's making all these words where I did some crazy things. This was the most straightforward, basic kind of setup I could have done, and you guys just overcomplicated it in your heads.
No,
it was great.
Like that.
That was part of the problem, is that these players are so good, and that they're going to solve the game for the most part. The fact that we got the final 3, I think, was pretty good.
I don't think it was.
You did really well. I genuinely didn't know.
No, it was tough.
Even,
I thought
even
Colin
when I
was
voted on
demon
you
for so long.
Yeah, me too.
I think
I was
demon.
Me and Samantha had a conversation on day 3 where we're like, "Why is Colin not dead? Like, what's happening?"
Wait, why did Mike
Here's the
die
thing.
night 2? I'm really curious.
I killed Mike night 2 to try to simulate that it wasn't a spy game, and I thought I had confirmed him.
Because you killed me as the fortune teller and sold a spy world accidentally.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and then you killed the Undertaker, and I was like, okay, spy world. It's gotta
You
be
thought
spy
you were
world.
killing a saint. Okay, I see what's happening.
That's how I knew where the virgin was to nominate Jeffy.
In chat,
basically my
chat prediction was 74% that evil was going to win, but good one in the end.
Oh.
So congratulations.
Ooh, you.
Yeah.
to
Wow,
those of you.
haters.
I'm guessing Courtney just voted against Mike.
Here's the thing that I'll say for chat. We're coming with a group. Most of us play a ton of custom scripts with a lot of really complicated things that come in, madness, poisoning, like the poison spreads, and you get us to the most basic of games. And the one thing that I think was great about that game is all of us are saying, well, this person reads socially this way, this person reads socially that way. I think we all play a really good, socially good game. And so we're trying to play the mechanics now, and the mechanics don't necessarily line up with the socials. So that was probably one of the most complicated games that I've had on a Monday night stream in a long time, which that was fun.
It was a coin flip to me at the end, honestly.
Yeah.
It was a fun one.
Yeah, Rob.
Hey, this is Evil Steve. Thank you so much for watching Blood in the Clocktower here at the Grim. If you want to help us, please make sure you are subscribed, hit that like button down below, and leave a comment. It really does help us grow. We'll have more Clocktower content coming to you soon. For now, why don't you hop on over to join.thegrim.gg and jump on our Discord server and say hi. You can even come play some games with us. We promise we love teaching new players. In the meantime, why not check out some of these videos? Stay healthy, friends.